This is a brief video on keyword analysis and research using Google. The skill set being taught is going to be Google keyword analysis and research by using Google Keyword Suggest and Google Keyword Planner. The objective is to define briefly Google keyword analysis as being kind of just a search to see if you have a profitable niche or market and kind of how many people are talking about it type of thing or searching for it. Then we're going to kind of drill down a little more into the Google keyword research using Google Keyword Planner. The outcome should be to give somebody a general idea of how to use Google to finalize and confirm their niche and drill down their keywords. Time for our client to complete the task depends on how much research they want to do. To actually learn the skill, probably less than 30 minutes. Skill level required, I'm going to say basic to moderate. Tools used to complete the task, Google. Google AdWords account, and then I need a general Google email account. Monetary investment. If you have a Google AdWords accounts running, it's the cost of your campaigns. If it's on pause, then there's no cost. Google action steps necessary to use the tool. You need to set up a Google email account and your Google AdWords account. So far, I haven't come up with a lot of anticipated questions. So Google Suggest is a simple way to start your keyword research. This is what we would call our analysis for our purposes of just finding out, what people are searching for is our niche in the suggestion boxes of what Google's suggesting. So first, clean out your cache and your cookies and go to Google. In our case, we're looking at marketing to solopreneurs and solo entrepreneurs. So I was going to type in solopreneur and I got solo, and the first thing that pops up was solo entrepreneur. So that tells me that that is a word that is often typed in that people may be looking for. Then I went ahead and tried it with solo entrepreneur, and that again was my first suggestion. One I haven't thought about that might fit would be solo enterprises or solo entrepreneur ideas. So these two may also fit in my keyword research. So I would take those two and write them down and add them to my keyword research. My phrase was marketing to solopreneurs or solo entrepreneurs, so I typed in marketing to, and I just got to the S and it popped up small business owners and marketing to small businesses. So these two may also fit our niche. So that tells me that I do have a viable niche. People are searching for this type of stuff. And so I'm going to take those keywords and go to our keyword planner, which is in Google AdWords. So if you have Google AdWords set up, go to Google AdWords Tools and down to Keyword Planner. I'm just using this first box, which is search for new keywords using phrase or website or category. And you can decide how detailed you want to be. You can just put in your keywords if you like. You can put in a landing page. Either, for our purposes, we're looking at a competitor's landing page. You can put your own in also if you want, but we're doing research. So we're putting in competitors because we want to see what's going on. You could just put in a competitor's landing page and no keywords here, and it will give you all the keywords on their landing page. So, or their URL, or whatever you choose here. For our purposes, I'm going to drill this down a little bit. So I'm going to use my keywords plus the landing page or URL and plus a product category. Then you can also go into targeting, which I'll show you here in just a bit. So once I decide to go into using my all categories, my marketing, I went advertising and marketing, and then it pops up all these different ones. So I could even get more specific with internet marketing. And then if you want to get even more specific, as I mentioned, you can do the targeting. Typically it gives you the whole United States in English and looks at the average 12-month searches. If you want to narrow it down to a region or an area, you can do that here also. Or if you want to change the average month searches or what it's looking for, you can do that here. Then you hit get ideas, and as it shows you here, it shows what I used. I left this all alone for now because I'm looking at the whole United States in English in Google. That's fine. You can also search negative keywords, and this gives me, this is the top part of your screen, it will give you the average search volume of your keywords and what you're looking at. Then you can break it down, keep it on keyword ideas, and it'll give you each individual keyword. If you go add groups ideas, it will actually give you groupings of keywords and what other people have used for groups. For research purposes, let's stay with keyword ideas. If you find one that looks interesting, like maybe marketing strategy here, and you want to see the graph of the monthly searches for just that one keyword, click on this little icon here and the graph pops up. And this one tells me my average number of searches was 18,100. It's a medium ranking word, and the bid for it was $6.08. So it is one that people are buying, and it is converting. It's not huge, but it is out there. Google will give you your list of keywords by relevance. You can also search them and stack them by either average monthly searches, competition, or suggested bid. This one I hit competition, so notice everything's high here. So my competition's high, but they don't all have suggested bids. The suggested bid is helpful in that it kind of tells you what's converting, what people are willing to pay. Here I searched it by suggested bids, and you see my biggest one is email marketing. It's a fairly large search, it's high competition, and it's got a huge suggested bid. Well, email marketing is not our first topic, but I'm not going to throw it out yet either. We do offer email marketing campaigns within our service, but it's not what I'm focusing on. But I'll keep that in mind because it is a high searched and highly bidded upon keyword. Business online marketing. Not big volume, but still fairly big suggested bid, $34. So people are finding that that's converting, but there's not a lot of searches for it. So I might keep looking. I might run with it depending on which way I want to go here. As we're doing our searches, we may want to download it to Excel, where you can actually merge files. So you can search various different ways, and then you can download it. So in this case, maybe I want to download all 691 of these keywords, so I hit download. In my example here, I'm using Excel to download too. and then you hit the download. Then it will say download, and this I actually did with a similar search, used the same keywords, but it came up with less. You will not get the same searches all the time, which I thought was interesting. But you go ahead and save the file when you're ready to download it. And sometimes you'll get an extra notice here that says run. And I did not, so I had to go to my downloads and pull it up, and then just clicked on it, and it opened it right up. So once it's open, you want to actually modify this so it makes sense for your searching purposes. So highlight the whole thing, not just one line, or else it'll just sort the one line. I think I highlighted that because I was just looking at social media marketing going, it had a good search volume and it was $16 search bid, so it might be another good one to look at. But highlight your whole thing, go to your your sort and filter button, custom sort, and as I mentioned, you have to highlight the whole thing to get it to sort properly. Go to options and sort by, and we like to sort by the average monthly searches and the suggested bids. So start with 1, average monthly searches, and we went from largest to smallest, and then I hit add level, which gave me the second column I wanted to search for. So first it's going to go search by the average monthly bids, and then it's going to search by the suggested bids. And again, I went largest to smallest. And then hit OK, and it shuffles them all around for you. Whoops. So you can actually see your average bids. And it will line them up here first by monthly searches, as I said, and then by suggested bid. So my biggest monthly searches didn't have a huge bid size, but these are fairly good numbers. So these keywords may be stuff that I want to mention as I am looking and planning my wording for my website. And again, here's the social media marketing down here, and it's pretty decent with 22,000 monthly searches. Competition's probably kind of low. Bid $16.69, so it's got an average bid on it. It is a converting keyword. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. The tip is download it into Excel, merge all your documents, eliminate duplicates and junk words that are not relevant to your search and your keywords, and then sort it out, segment it into groups, and start implementing it into your wording and your marketing campaigns. And then we say rinse and repeat. You can do this over and over and over again as you target and you market and you test which words work and which words don't.